A very good morning, students. Today we will study Gabriel Okara's poem Once Upon a Time. Gabriel Okara is considered to be one of the first modern African writers. He was born in Nigeria and he uses folklore, religion, myth, and social issues to explore tradition and transition. His work, this poem was first appeared in the magazine Black Orpheus from 1957. This poem is included in his book The Fisherman's Invocation, which was published in 1978. This poem, Once Upon a Time, is a free-verse poem that focuses on a father's attitude to cultural changes and times past before the incoming of Western culture affected to his native African ways of life. In the poem, the man, supposedly a father, addressing the son, telling him a rather nostalgic manner how things used to be. People were different back then, more genuine it seems, and that is what the speaker, would like to do now. Return to restore world if he can learn from the youngsters. Back then, people uh, weren't after your money. They could look you in the eyes and smell real smells, but nowadays, although the smelling teeth are on show, they will shake your hands and all they want to know is your financial status. So, and so the poem progresses in this way. The early stanzas revealing more of the negative changes that have occurred during the father's lifetime. He is old enough to have watched decent human standards drop to the wayside as Western ideas, together with capitalism, gradually taking over. The speaker wants to relearn from as yet unattained son how to laugh and be genuine again. It is rather a pathetic plea coming from the adult to the youngster for what can the son realistically do? Can the clock be put back? Can an ancient culture be retrieved from the overwhelming modern culture? I think the answer is no. So let's begin the poem. Once upon a time, son. They used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes, but now they only laugh with their teeth while their eyes block, cold eyes search behind my shadow. So the first line suggests that this poem is going to be based on a story, is a kind of story or a fairy tale. The speaker is addressing his son. So this could well be father beginning to explain how things used to do, how people they used to laugh with their hearts and eyes back in the past. In contrast, nowadays laughter is more a show of teeth or the eyes that are cold and looking for something other than the real person. So they are searching behind the shadow and looking for something other than. So already the present is being judged by the poet, and from what we can gather from these first six lines, the speaker prepared the attitude of a people from the past. So there is feeling that negative changes are occurring nowadays. Okay, come to the second stanza. There was time indeed. They used to shake hands with their hearts, but that has gone, son. Now they shake hands without heart, while their left hand searches my empty pocket. So the art of shaking hand also changed. In the past, yeah, greeting was genuine. A person welcomed for who they were. But nowadays, people shake hands with one eye on your status, on your pocket, my empty pocket, on your status, your financial status. So people are no longer genuinely warm toward other people. Others, people are on the make wanting to get something from you. If you are rich, and they will. So that is the thing. They are not genuinely greeting the people. They greet only the people, they welcome only the people who are wealthy. Then come to the third stanza. Free, feel at home, come again. They say, and when I come again and feel at home, once, twice, there will be no thrice. For them I find door shuts on me. Now he tells us about the changes. People invite you round to your homes, making out as if you are important to them. But if you don't measure up socially or your status isn't quite right, they are not invited again. So the alienation continues. People nowadays are artificial and fickle because of the change in culture. So such kind of changes in cultures are very important. Now come to the next stanza. So I have learned many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces, like dresses, home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face, with all their confronting smiles like a fixed portrait smile. So this is stanza. It tells us. The first three stanzas outline the speaker's perception of changing culture and attitude and values in his country. Now, this fourth stanza described how the speaker himself had to change and learn in order to comply. He uses a comparison, faces to dresses, to highlight the various persona he took, all the while smiling. So the repeated use of face affixes the various places and situation is highly visual. As we have seen, he tells his son that he has learned to do many things. I mean, as we people wear dress, home dress, office dress, street dress, such kind of dresses. So we wear such kind of faces also. Now come to the next stanza. And I have learned too to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance. And so glad to meet you without being late. And to say I have been nice talking you after being bored. So he has also become adept of the heartless handshake and hollow toothy smile. Plus, he knows how to deceive people with his farewells and welcomes and false promises. So basically, he is saying that he has become an integral part of a new culture. It has been quite an education for him because he also has learned the same thing with the time. As the culture changes, he has also been changed. But he seems not happy with this change. So come to the next stanza and final. But believe me, son, I want to be what I used to be when I was like you. But he is not happy with being the conformist. He is not happy with this cultural change. Actually, he wants to be like a child. I want to unlearn all these muting things. And now, because I have learned all these things, but I want to be unlearned. I want to forget these things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh. For my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. Now, the actual laugh when he had in his childhood, he wants to relearn that life, that laugh, and says, so show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you. So he wants to regain a former innocence of youngest stillhoods. He wants no part of his new culture and all these muting things. The word muting means to deaden in this contest. What he wants most is to able to laugh in innocence again. He likens himself to be a snake. His teeth hold something toxic, even dangerous. So he comes clean. Clearly, he wants his son to show him how to regain his lost innocence, how to laugh and smile like in the old days when he was young and carefree, and the culture encouraged openness and honesty, a pure identity. So, all these things that a child has today, he wants to regain. So, that was the poem, and we will meet in the next with next poem. Up to that, thank you all, and okay.